Hey y'all, Coach here with Golf with Coach. Back with another video. I'm back with another golf content creator interview. Today we have Gimme That Birdie Golf in the house. Let's jump right into it right after this. Gimme That Birdie Golf in the house today.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so first I gotta ask you, what made you think that, or what made you just say, hey, you know what, I'm gonna take my golf game and throw it on social media?
Honestly, you know what? It's crazy because it kind of came out of nowhere. So I've always kind of posted videos and stuff because I've been into music for a long time. So I've always done like videos with that and just random stuff. I started doing voiceover work probably about 2 years ago now. And then I started my entire passion flipped to golf within like the last year. And honestly, I just made a couple random videos when I first started, and then I stopped for a while. And then I made a couple more probably like 2 or 3 months ago, and I put some music behind it, and then I was like, let me commentate. You know what I mean? Let me jump in the booth. Let me put some commentary on it and just see, you know what I mean? Just honestly, just for me, I was like, all right, I just do that. And then I posted it to my Facebook. And it kind of just like, I was getting a bunch of random comments from people who like didn't even golf that were just like, dude, the commentary is hilarious. And like one of them was somebody that I've been friends on social media with since I was in high school, which was over 20 years ago. And I haven't really even talked to him. And he literally commented out of nowhere, like, yo, we need more of these. And it just kind of more and people were like, I'd walk into work and people were like, oh, those videos are hilarious. You know what I mean? And then I was like, all right. So it just kind of spun. And I was like, all right, I'll just keep making more and see where it goes.
Yeah, speaking of voiceovers, I did my first voiceover video yesterday. I was up until like 3 in the morning editing this video. I had went to it and did a golf course review. It's about 60 miles west here. Drive over there, do my whole thing, get home, upload everything on my computer, and I have no audio.
Oh man.
I did the fatal mistake with no mic check. And I've been in the music. I've done music for years myself. I was in a band for many years, and then I was a close friend of mine. Dude, this guy's a singer. He plays like a country rock band, and I've done their soundboards and everything. And I made the fatal mistake of not doing the mic check, and I had
you got comfortable.
Nothing. And I had some good stuff there too. I had some funny stuff from just people I was talking to, and nothing. So I started doing the voiceover thing last night, and it's the play-by-play stuff's a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be.
It is.
And so then I just started making fun of myself the whole time. And I was like, you know, this is just how I'm gonna do it. Like, a lot of fun doing it though.
It is a lot of fun. It is weird though how like it's just it takes like and we kind of talked about this when we were messaging back and forth. Like it's kind of like a process. Like I don't write anything. Like it's nothing. Like I literally just get in the booth and I watch the video a couple times. I start talking. I hit record, and then like as I am like, I'll listen to one back and be like, oh, I like that. I want to change this, and I'll just kind of add it in freestyle. And after like 10-15 minutes, I'm like, oh, okay, we got one.
You know? Yeah, you go, great. We got a 15-second clip. We're good.
Exactly. After 45 mintes.
Yeah, that's how I was. Because again, I don't write. I'll show you my notes. Like they're just scribble notes, just like reminder points. That's all they are. Like
yeah.
And when I'm on the golf course, nothing scripted, obviously, and nothing. I have never done anything scripted. Even I used to race cars back in the day. Carolinas know all about that, dirt track racing.
Yeah.
I had a show called In the Pits, and where we would just invite, kind of something like this, but we'd invite drivers in, and me and the announcer at the racetrack did interviews, and nothing was scripted ever. Like it was just whatever I always wanted my interviews kind of just be like conversations instead of,
Yeah.
that cookie cutter type interview. I'm not a big fan of that. That's why I'm a big fan of podcasts, because it's more just a laid back, chill
Right.
conversation. And I think people enjoy that more.
I agree. I actually have done more than a few podcasts. I ran one. Um, and did and I always did the same thing, like never any scripted anything like that. It just wasn't, because like the voiceover, like I do, like I'm signed with a studio, like I do professional voiceover work, signed with a studio, and I do like a bunch of work with them, but we have it set up because the studio is like 45 minutes from me. So when I first started, I had to go and drive the 45 minutes, and sometimes you're literally driving 45 minutes for to be in the booth for 5 minutes. I mean, the pay is good, but you're still driving. So it was just a pain in the ass. But I have all the gear that I need. So a buddy of mine, we actually are two buddies of mine, and my dad, we built me like a professional sound booth in my garage, just like a DIY, but it actually came out really, really good. And now they have this thing called Source Connect, and I connect to my studio from the garage. And so like when I'm doing like my remote work, I literally sit, like I'm talking to my engineer and sometimes clients literally from my garage, and my audio goes straight to them and they do all the editing and everything. But that's all super scripted, and like that stuff where it's like you can't change a single word, like you need to say it exactly how we want it. So anything else that I do, I try, you know what I mean? Like I don't
You.
want a script. Yeah.
Right. So, how long have you been golfing for?
So I did like the weekend warrior thing probably for like a year or so, God, before my daughters were born, and my oldest right now is 8. So probably like 9, 10 years ago, I went with friends and didn't take it seriously, just played, you know what I mean? Went out and whacked some balls around. And then we moved to down here, and I have Eagle Creek Golf Course, which is literally, I can see the holes from my backyard. It doesn't take me but 5 minutes to get there. And my 4-year-old, one day I was like, let's go out and try it, right? Let's see if she'll sit and hang out. And she was perfect the entire time. And that was about a year ago. And I've been 100% obsessed since then. So playing seriously, probably, I would say around a year.
You see, that's crazy. How addicting golf can get.
It's
So
crazy.
I raced dirt track, or it was around dirt track racing for like 30 years, and I finally just said I'm done with it. It's expensive. It's a time consuming. People out there tear your crap up, and I was like, so I stopped, and I was like, and I'm the type of guy, I gotta have a hobby. I have my Harley, which I ride a lot, but
Yeah, bro.
I was like, I got to do something. And my brother-in-law golfed, and he's a one hell of a golfer. And I was like, we were talking about it, and he sent me his old irons. And so I went and bought he sent me everything except for a putter. And I just took it up, and instantly, it was instant. It was like addicting. And I have golfed, well, I've golfed 53 golf courses this year.
Holy
In
hell.
8 different states. So
Whoa.
it is it's crazy how this game just grabs you.
I mean, bro, you should, like, I went from like in my garage, like the garage is like my studio setup. I've got my sound stuff over here. I've got a drum set here. I've got a vocal booth here. And for the longest time, like I had a setup over to my right over here. But now, like, I'll show you, it's literally like, it's a whole, like, I got the swing stick. I got a thing. Like it's completely taken over. Like there was one point where I moved my drum set out and set up a net in here. You know what I mean? Like, so
I
it was,
have the exact same thing. Well, I'll kind of show you what I have. Everything is Harley related on the
rad.
walls, and I have a couch in here, big screen TV. So this is my chill room, and this
Same
is my
here.
garage.
Literally here.
And then I'm literally going, man, I got a putting mat here. I got a cooking thing over here. My net's huge, so it takes up a ton of room. And but so I don't set that up a lot of times. And plus my Harley's in here. There's no way that I'm doing anything crazy like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's insane
It's
what this game does.
it's literally insane. Like I have the same thing. I've got a putting mat. I took the net down just because I didn't. It was just too
Cool.
much, and I wanted my drum set back. But I have a like I set up a sheet over here where I put like, and I have like a nice hitting mat. I grabbed a bunch of like foam balls just to be able to get swings in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which has worked flawlessly because I can come out anytime, day or night, and just hit 20, 30 balls and just whatever, putt some. But
Mhm.
I mean, it's like one of those things where if you haven't experienced it, it's the most addicting thing. Like I have an addictive personality to begin with, like so that's. But I'm like you. I've always had hobbies like, and when I do them, I jump 110% into them. You know what I mean? But I do like there's time like especially during the summer. I was golfing 4 times a week, and sometimes a lot of days I would go golf in the morning. I'd play 18, and sometimes just go play a couple extra, and then I would come home, get my daughter ready for dance, bring her up to the studio, come home, and go out and play another 9, if not more. You know what I mean? So I was going twice a day.
That's what when this year I've slowed down a little bit because I was just playing a lot more courses. But there was a time where my first year, um, I was at the if I wasn't golfing, I was at the driving range probably 5 days out of the week at least. Not golfing, I want to be. You know,
Dude, 1,000. I
you
could
know,
not agree more.
it's
It's
just
the
what it
exact
is.
same.
As soon as this is over with, I'm gonna go to the driving range and smack some balls, and then come back and start editing this video. But um, these videos are really easy to edit. So they're not. They're just. I sometimes I go in and I'll take out the stupid stuff I say. I never ever really take out what my guest is saying, but
Mm.
I know I ramble on. So I'm gonna edit all this out right here. But
No, dude,
yeah,
why?
so I cut it
This is what
out.
people like to see, though, man. This is
Yeah.
just us being us. You know what I mean?
Right, right. So, what's your favorite course you've golfed at?
So they're limited at this moment, but probably Hell's Point in Virginia Beach, Virginia, is one of my favorite ones that I've played. But this was back when I was playing, more weekend warrior style, just not taking the game seriously at all. But dude, that course is dope because it's really nice. They've got a bunch of like, there's a couple holes that have goats literally just laying down like at the tee boxes, just hanging out. Like it's just a common thing out there. Super nice course, but I'm kind of the opposite of you. So my daughter is I have an 8-year-old and a 4-year-old, and right now with my 4-year-old, she's not home or she's not going to school, and I can get her out on the course for a while, and she's usually good for a bit, but eventually she starts to get a little, all right, I'm ready to go home now. So I'm pretty much just playing my home course that I have a membership at now, and then I've already been planning as soon as she starts school next September. I'm going to be going at least once a week to a course that's travel course and just go and play because I have a weird schedule. So like I work Saturday, Sunday, Monday all day long, and
Mhm.
then I'm off Tuesday through Friday completely. Unless I pick up like a voiceover thing or whatever, which takes me maybe an hour at the most, right at the house. I'm completely open and free to go do whatever the hell I want in those hours. So I'm looking forward to taking advantage of that and going and playing more courses around the area and maybe abroad. I've been talking about possibly going and doing like a Myrtle Beach trip, or maybe like what I'm saying, which would be
That's what I was
fun.
going to ask you. How far is Myrtle Beach from you?
Myrtle Beach is probably about 6 to 7 hours, depending on how you
Oh,
drive.
so it's a trip.
You would have to do like a trip for sure. But they've got so many awesome courses. They've got all sorts of
There's
packages you
like
can do.
70 courses in that area. I
It's
heard.
ridiculous.
I don't know if that number is accurate, but I
It's a
thought
lot.
somebody said like 70 golf courses in that area, and I'm like,
It's a lot.
yeah, that would be, yeah, that would be cool, man.
And dude, I'm the type that I'll go. I mean, I'll literally golf from sun up to sundown. Like I don't,
oh yeah,
I don't care. Like I mean, I've played 36. I'll play 40. I don't. I just I'll play until it's like I can't see anymore. And then I went and bought some light up golf balls so I can actually, once the sun goes down and I stop being able to see, I can keep playing.
You know, I always wanted to try, and I may do this, and I just don't know how. I have to work out the logistics of it, but I want to play 72 holes in one day.
That would be wild.
That would be because you're looking at, you would have to go to a place where you could pick up the pace of play.
Yeah.
Like you can't go because you're looking at 16 hours of golf for a 4 hour round. So I would have to find a place where I could do it, maybe a little shorter course, and it had the pace of play. Like it would just be like a few people on the course, so you can go through it pretty quickly.
Have you seen? There's a guy on YouTube, and it's Melosi Golf. He's part of the Good team now. I want to say he's out in Arizona, if I'm not badly mistaken. But there's one video he does when he got to I don't remember how many subscribers, so don't get me lying. But he plays like over 100 holes of golf in a day. Over 100.
Oh, how do you do? You know how you could do 72? How you could do 72 holes as a simulator, but that's kind of almost.
I mean that's fun, but that's not as fun. And I think that's a little more. That's going to be more wearing on the body. You know what I mean? Because that's quick. Yeah, you don't have the mat. You don't have the minute to 2 minutes of getting to the next ball. Letting yourself reset a second. So it's one of those things where it's like, Lord knows, man, that's but cool. Dude, you should look that up.
Go live the whole time.
That would be awesome.
Have to battery packs and all that kind of
stuff. You have to have all sorts of stuff.
But most
snacks.
Snacks, yeah, you have to have, and you literally would have to take time to eat something and throughout. Yeah, it'd be
a lot.
That's going to be a challenge for me. I'm gonna really dive into that and see what that looks like for me.
Because you'd have to be playing pretty well too. Because I mean,
I suck, so it's great.
What's your best score?
My best score is an 82.
Nice.
So, and that was on a course it was a pretty easy course, and it was a nice course. There were a lot of just back and forth, straight, no wow factor to it. But yeah, my worst score ever is 136.
Wow, I don't think I've ever counted mine. I don't probably want to know.
It was 136, and that was probably my third time playing ever. I mean, suck.
It's hard, dude. It's not a joke.
I tell you. Like I said, I told you before, I've been a solid athlete. I played 7 seasons at the semi-pro football level.
Oh, no way.
And I was never the superstar on the team, but I was the guy that, hey, I can go in, grab a couple plays, you won't miss a beat, I'll do my damn job and get off. And that's what I did. I only started 1 year out of the whole 7 that I played. And in high school, I only started 2 years. So it wasn't like I was a superstar, and the same thing with baseball, but I've always worked really, really hard to get good. And golf, I hate it. It makes me question every life decision I've ever made up to this point.
Oh, dude, I get it.
It's you hit a yesterday, for example, I hit this monster drive. I think it was like 280 monster drive. And I'm like, and there's people, it was backed up like 3 deep. So I wait till they clear, and the tee box to the green is literally 20 feet away. And there was literally 3 groups waiting to go. And I hit this monster drive, and everybody was like, damn, they're doing their thing, because it's an older community place. So I smack it, I get up, I'm like 20 yards from the pin, nice chip, fuck that, watch this chunk. And I'm like, and I just it rolled like 3 feet, and everybody started laughing, and I'm just standing there like, this is this is this is stupid, man. like,
Dude.
like really, this is what we're doing, but it happens to me all the time, man.
Yeah, but dude, then you have so I had that happens to me constantly. But then man, you get the opposite. Dude, I went out with a buddy of mine for the first time. He came down and played. And I was playing well, you know what I mean? I was playing pretty good. And then we got to this par three, 17 over here at Eagle Creek. And it was the worst drive that I've ever hit in my entire life. Like literally went over like because the way they have those set up there is the blue, white tees are here, and then the gold, silver, and red are like a tee box where that basically those tees they avoid the water and then
Right.
the other ones go over. So I hit it, shanked it straight right over to the silver tees, and I went up and I literally was like, all right, let's just see if we can get it up and down. Grabbed a 56 degree and from 86 yards out, hold it out for the
Right.
birdie. And I was like, what? This is what I'm talking about. This is what keeps you like this. I'm hooked forever. like,
Right. It's I've done shots like that all the time where I've hit like a 40 yarder, and it was like I hit it. It was the green was like was 2 layers, and it was really rolly. And it was a hard green to read. It's one of those holes you got to put it next to the hole, or it's going to be a difficult putt. And I was
yeah.
probably 20 feet off the green and chipped it. And it rolled around, and it just like funneled in like some miniature golf thing, and it was a scramble, and we were all like, what the hell, like, but. And I also missed 6-inch putts, 4 putts within probably 12 inches that day.
Dude, it's
And putting is one of my strengths.
see, that's one of my weaknesses. One of my weaknesses for sure. I've gotten better at it. And since I have, my scores have gotten a lot better. But it was one of those things when I first started playing serious, I was like, dude, I'm terrible at this. like,
So since COVID, and we've seen golf just like explode.
explode.
And what I found really cool, it's everybody. I know, and I say this every interview, but golf was known for they had astigmatism as an old, rich, white man sport, and that's just what it was. And Tiger had changed that a lot, but looking at the generations that are playing now,
It's
I don't know
crazy.
how old you are, but you're probably younger than I am. Always
I'm 37.
37. Yeah, so you're 11 years younger than me, but 20-year-olds and female golfers, like I can't. It's not surprising, but it is. The amount of times I'll go to a golf course, and there will be just 2 ladies playing that happened yesterday, playing by themselves, which that was unheard of.
Yeah.
What do you think about how it just kind of exploded?
I love it, man. You know what I mean? Like it's weird too, because like I get all the time, you golf? You don't look like a golfer at all. Like constantly get that. I'm part of that boom. You know what I mean? Well, again, I played back in the day, so not totally part of the boom. But I get that all the time. And I think it's awesome, man. You know what I mean? I feel like the more golf should be more accessible. And I've noticed too, like golf, like even golf brands aren't, you know what I mean? Like just the same boring things anymore. Like they're coming out with stuff where I'm like, I never thought I would wear like golf clothes or whatever, but dude, I have more golf, like not like golf shirts, like for the course, but like golf, like, golf company shirts that I rock on a regular basis now. Cause it's just like more, like, I don't know, hip's not the right word, but they're just more cool. You know what I mean? Like
Wow.
it's cooler.
I'm a Harley t-shirt and jean guy for years. I mean, that's what you saw me, and I was in the Harley gear. I had a Harley t-shirt on probably, and then I got into golfing. Now I got like 60 polos. I got this. I got that. I got 15 pairs of shoes. It's become a fashion. Like, and there's tons of fashion, and the way the women are marketing all their clothing lines and stuff. it's just crazy to sit back and say, wow, I'm a part of that.
I did, and couldn't be happier. I literally made. It was probably like a month ago. I was doing laundry, and I looked, and out of the all of the dirty shirts that I had, literally 75% of them like were golf like shirts, like for the course. And I was like, if this is the best, like this is the best problem you could ever have. Like I have like 4 t-shirts and like 20 polos that are dirty.
My life was growing up was 80 hairband metal t-shirts, Metallica, Skid Row, I mean all those that back in the day. Then went to Harley t-shirts, and then now I'm wearing polos and khaki pants. And my wife's like, what the hell?
Dude.
But yeah, it's just, and I wear, and even this is a golf.
So is mine. And I'll wear this just to go, like I'm going out to do errands after. Then this is what I'm wearing.
Now, with all that popularity, does come with some negativity, I guess, with people just being stupid on the course and doing.
Yeah.
I saw it. I shouldn't bring this up, but I will anyways. But
yeah,
so I watched this video where this young black guy made a putt and he just went off screaming, yelling the N word, like, and I'm like take that N word, and he was yelling it, and I'm like, dude,
I think I know a video you're talking about.
I'm like, that's a little too far, bro. Like, getting excited is awesome, but yelling the N word like that is not my thing. My wife's half black and half Latina. I know I hate that word, but and not just that word. It's I love music. I am a music connoisseur. I love all types of music, except for Mexicans, where they have the Mexican music where they have the squeeze box and the tuba. I don't like that.
That's fair.
My wife's gonna kill me for saying that because she loves that stuff. But
you might want to cut that part out.
And her whole family loves that. I don't know what it's called in Spanish, but I guess the meaning is called live bands. Banda music. I think it's called banda. I don't know, but I listen to everything. But everything from 90s, gangster rap to jazz, everything. But the music sometimes gets a little like, hey, dude, like, I'm 3 fairways over. I could still hear that's probably a little too loud. I mean,
yeah.
What do you think we have to do to keep, because golf has to have some integrity and golf has to have that. It's still that gentleman's game. I don't like using that word gentleman game because the way it's kind of blown up, but you know what I mean? It's kind of has,
yeah.
I want it to expand and have fun, but I think there has to be like, all right, man, that's too much.
So honestly, man, I think we just have to ride the wave, brother, because there's not really much that we can do to stop that. You know what I mean? But I also feel like people that are out doing that are living in the fad moment. You know what I mean? Like, so for me, golf is something, and it sounds like for you, like I'm going to be playing golf for a long time. So I feel like the people that are out there doing that crazy stuff, man, I don't think they will be. You know what I mean? I think within a year, 2 at the absolute most, it'll be just like any, you know what I mean? How pickleball blew up and, now it's kind of starting to fizzle out a little. I just feel like it's going to be the same thing. And it's one of those things where it's like, we can't gatekeep it. You know what I mean? We can't stop them. What are we going to do? You know what I mean? Right. Besides, you can always go play the more expensive courses and, go to those places where, you know what I mean? Where people who are just who are trying to get out there just for fun probably aren't going to pay $100 to do so when they can go do the same thing for 20. And honestly, man, I find like those people, it's annoying, but as long as I don't see them like damaging the course,
right,
do your thing.
And you see that too.
If I see that, I'm going to say something. Like I'm the type, like we're not doing that.
They're thrashing on the golf carts and you're like, dude, all you're doing is driving up the cost to play when you do things like that.
And you're messing up somewhere, especially for me, because I play at the same spot all the time. Like that's like my home course. So like if I see you met, like that's where I play. I'm not trying to play a shitty course because you want to be an ass. You know what I mean? So
Right,
like
exactly.
it's one of those things where it's like other than that, it's just like one of those things where it's like live and let live, and hopefully, within 6 months to a year from now, you guys aren't doing this anymore and just not in this space. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I probably agree with that. I want to keep some integrity, but also I want people to have a lot of fun, man. Like, um, I love the videos where they're out there dancing around, doing stuff like I love that stuff, man. I think
Yeah.
that's you and you're out there. I think golf should be one of those sports where you're just like, screw this, screw the world. I'm gonna be in my own little world for a while, and this is where I'm at, and I'm just gonna enjoy what I'm doing. And so, who am I to say, as long as you're not jacking stuff up, you know,
Yeah.
it's just the yelling and the screaming and the N word stuff like that I wasn't cool with that. I'm like,
I get that.
man,
Yeah.
if there's don't because then you're just being disrespectful at that point. I feel,
Yeah.
you know,
I'd say one of my biggest pet peeves with stuff like that, and I'm going to be honest, man, I've found that I've dealt with this more from older gentlemen, like, like the old cats that have been out there for a minute, is hitting into. Like, you know what I
oh,
mean? Dude, that drives me absolutely insane. Like, I mean, I get it every once in a while if, you got a hold of one that you didn't think that's not something I typically do. I get all that. I'm with that. Mistakes happen. Give me the wave. I'm sorry. Like, we're cool. But dude, I had one a couple weeks ago. I was probably like a couple months ago. And these guys, because we were playing with a friend of mine's wife, and she was a little bit on the just a little slower playing. Dude, they hit into us like 5 times, and one of them literally came about 20 feet from hitting her. And it took everything. It literally took them stopping me to go like back to their tee box. Because like I'm just like, if you would have hit her, like, because I was thinking if my girl's out there and you hit into us and you almost hit my like me, like there's no
yeah,
question what's about to happen. Like, and I'm not that dude, but I promise you, we're
I'm
gonna
gonna
find
become
out
that
something.
dude. Yeah,
Yeah, something's gonna happen because we're not doing that. But dude, that's like the music and stuff. I am always respectful with it because I bump music too, especially if I'm out there by myself. But if I come up on people, I'm very quick to turn it down.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So I'm not yelling, I'm not screaming, but
yeah.
and people doing that don't really buy slow play where you hit a ball, it goes 10 feet away and you just kind of stare at it for a few minutes. Are you searching the woods for 20 minutes? That annoys the hell out of me.
Like this.
And hitting into are my two biggest pet peeves, man. I
Yeah,
can't stand it. Slow play drives me insane.
I'm not a patient person either. Now, slow play, it really depends how slow it is. Like if when I'm with my boys or um, when I'm doing golf course reviews and I get paired up with somebody, so I'm just asking questions to kind of pass the time. It's not too bad,
Yeah.
but my thing is I gotta stay in a rhythm.
Yes.
Like if I'm sitting there 5 minutes, now I'm out of the groove. I'm kind of like I've been sitting there chilling, my feet up on the golf cart for 5 minutes, watching people
Yep.
golf. Now I'm in chill mode. Now you want me to go hit a drive? Come on now. I don't like that.
Gonna suck fast. You know what I
If
mean?
I
Like
do,
move, bro. I'm
right?
all for it. People duff shot. I'm cool with that. Have an extra ball in your pocket. You know what I mean? And drop it. If you want to hit again, I'm with that. That's cool. That's you paid your do it. But have the ball in your pocket. Drop the ball, hit, and then get the hell out of the way.
Right, exactly. So what's in your bag, bud?
So I run a Ping G430 as my driver.
Hmm.
I rock two Bomb Tech. It's a 9 hybrid and a 3 wood. And then I actually play one lengths. So I run my 4 through my pitching wedge is Cobra Dark Speeds. And then I have my 50, 56, and 60, which are Cobra Snake Bites.
I don't know.
And then I would do an Odyssey White Hot OG for my putter, a blade.
What do you like? Do you like those one links?
I love them.
I'm thinking
Absolutely
about
love
I'm
them.
thinking about going that route.
I absolutely love them. I still can't hit my 4 iron for shit. But every once in a while I get a hold of it, so it's whatever. But it's I really do like them, man, because it's just it takes away that extra thought process. I don't got to where am I putting my everything goes in the exact same spot. You know what I mean? It's just
Mhm.
I really enjoy them, and I feel like they've not. I feel like they have definitely added they've added distance to my clubs for sure too. So I really enjoy them.
I've been thinking about because I have a the TaylorMade QI 10 Max for
Okay.
my driver, and then from my 5 wood, I don't use a 3 wood. My 5 wood all the way down to my 60 degree is all Lathers clubs. And
Okay.
when I was doing Lather sent me these clubs to do reviews on them, and they're like, "Here, do a review on them." So that's how I got my whole set of clubs.
That's
Was
awesome.
was Now that time has kind of passed, and I love the Lathers clothes, but now it's time to get into um, something a little more. A little Lathers clubs are great for
I
guys
get it.
for beginners. You know, I
Yeah.
think they're a great club. They but I've swung other clubs, and I'm like, oh,
There
okay,
is a difference, man.
there's a
That's
difference.
that's funny you say that because I did the same thing with Bomb Tech.
Right.
So Bomb Tech Golf, I bought a whole set from them. Did my thing when I first started, like I said, about a year ago. And then they actually sent me a few clubs, and that's actually the 9 hybrid that I keep because I hit that really well and I like that a lot.
Mhm.
But they sent me some stuff, and then I got to a point where like I was like, okay, I'm playing seriously. I'm playing quite a bit. I'm getting better. I think it's time to look at something else. And I actually got paired up with some random dude on the golf course who's actually become a friend of mine. And we were talking one day, and I was like, man, I really want to try a set of one lengths. And he was like, bro, I bought a set that I can't play. And you can use them and try them if you want them. And dude, he sold them to me at a great price after I tried them out for a while. And I've been playing with those probably at least 4 or 5 months now, man. I love them.
Wow. Yeah, I think about that. I think that might be a way to go. I'm thinking about it. I have to get fitted. So, what's your dream foursome?
Oh, um, I got to throw my dad in there just because it's pops.
Right.
Um, damn, that's hard to honestly, man. If dream foursome exclude, all right, let's start that over. Let's exclude. Let's not do that. Let's do fantasy. Uh, dream. Honestly, it's probably the Bob Does Sports guys.
Oh, dude, dude, that is. I'll tell you my dream. That's funny you said that. So Trent Ryan and Frankie Borelli from Four Play Golf,
Okay.
are, and and um, and Robbie from Bob Dove Sports.
Yeah.
That guy, that guy is hilarious. Like I could watch him all day long. Just the way it's crazy. He's just funny. Um,
Hilarious.
and Joey Colcutt is that's another thing. That's what I love about golf. See, I watch PGA and I've never. I think I've watched Live like once, but I mean I watch PGA. Usually there's golf in my man cave. There's golf on the big screen all the time.
Right.
Um, but it's just background noise. You know, it's background look, whatever. But when I'm sitting to watch golf, it's YouTube golf, man. I'm a huge YouTube golf fan. Um,
Me too. My
I
girl
think,
gets on me all the time. She's like, "Can you not put on golf?" I'm like, "No, I'm putting on golf."
and that's kind of where I want to be at. Like that's where I'm kind of striving to go towards. Am I ever going to be big as those guys? Obviously, absolutely not.
They
But
blew up, bro.
they blew
Blew up.
up, and I think why do you think it blew up though?
Honestly, I mean, because I think so. Especially the Bob Does Sports guys, they have a level of they're just us. You know what I mean? Like it's such a level of comfortability that they have, and it's like that's what it's like to go play. They have tons of shitty shots. You know what I
Right.
mean? They have those strokes of brilliance where they have gorgeous shots. You know what I mean? They're hilarious. And I honestly think a lot of them too. Um, I find that the groups do blow up quicker and bigger because you're just watching people be with themselves.
They're feeding off each other.
Exactly. And you're just watching them. And a lot of times it feels like the camera's just not there. They're just hanging out and that's how they would be. Like, I don't feel like they play like characters. Like, I feel like if you went and hung, that's just how those guys are.
Yeah,
And I think that's dope.
For me, like, I have a buddy, Pepper, that I golf with. Me and Pepper have been friends since the second grade. Talk about one hell of a drummer. That guy is one hell of a drummer. But he's always kind of been good at everything he's ever done. And he's funny as hell. Like, you ever golf with this guy, you're going to piss your pants by the 18th hole because he's just funny. When I put him on the channel, and he hates it. And I'm like, Pepper, you're so good at this, man. Like, when I put him on my videos, they pop. And I'm like, because we just feed off each, because we've been close friends since second grade.
Yeah, dude. Right? It's that natural chemistry.
Yeah, and we feed off each other. But he hates it. He doesn't like doing it. He's like,
why?
I just who he is. He just is not that guy. He just doesn't. He's like, and he even said, man, he goes, I love it for you. For me, I don't care who watches. Like, I don't care if I get any views. It's not. And I'm like, but dude, you're so good at this. Like, you're better at it than I am, and you don't like doing it, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's relevant. I think that's what YouTube golf is. It's relevant to you and I.
Exactly. And it's one of those things where it's like, it's just, especially with the Bob the Sports guys, it's just like, and there's quite a few other ones. It's just that level of, like, I feel like I could go and play with them. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but it's like, it's the same level. Like, they duff shots and they put it there. Like
13 handicap, I think. He's between a 12 and 15 handicap. So he's us.
Exactly.
And Joey Colcutt's a little bit better.
Fat Perez is a gangster. That dude's a beast.
And you look at him and you're like, and then you see him hit and you're like, what? And he's funny as hell.
Dude, he's hilarious.
He's hilarious. And I love when I watch foreplay now. I love Trent Ryan. Number one, he's from Iowa. I'm from Iowa. And he's like the nicest YouTube golfer out of all of them. Him and Grant Horvath is probably the two nicest that you'll ever get. And then Frankie Borelli is just a hype man. When they were doing those like breaking 100 and breaking 90, breaking 85 series, if you ain't gonna come at me with that energy, I don't want it. That dude has the hype. He's there for it. He is just the ultimate hype dude. And I'm like, and he just wants you to do well. And every shot, it's the greatest shot in the world. He'll make you feel it. And he'll always say, greatest shot in the world. And you're like, nah, but man, thanks, bro. Like, that's just how it is, man. Like, he's just the ultimate hype guy for sure, man. For real. So,
quick question for you, bro. Do you ever get like self-conscious of like setting up the camera and all that stuff? Like, is that because that's something I'm working through right now. I'm like, not self-conscious, but just like, I don't want to be like, so it's just.
I used to. Now I've done it like so much that it's like, it's second nature to me. Like, not second nature to me, but like, I don't really think about it. The sucky part for me is what I find hard is you have to set the camera up, then you have to go take your shot, you gotta go grab the camera, then you go to the next shot, and you gotta, all right, what's a good angle here? Set the camera up, forget to hit record, hit your shot, and you're like, damn it, I forgot to hit record, and that kind of thing. And my golf game does suffer when I do record, just because
mine too.
Because you're worried about the shot, the video shot more than you are your golf shot.
100%. Yeah.
So I get that problem, but self-conscious, no. Like this next video, this Special Olympics video, I'm sitting there and the camera angle, I have a big old burger in my nose. And I'm like, what the hell? And I tried to edit it out. I couldn't get it out. And I was like, well, screw it. Like it is what it is, you know.
Guess I got a booger in my nose.
Yeah, because I have allergies, so I get on the course, it's instant. If I don't take an allergy pill, it's instant blow up, you know.
Yeah.
So got you on TikTok in the first place.
Dude, you know what's weird? Like, because I was trying to do Instagram, and Instagram just is so slow. Like, and then so like a friend of mine literally was like, bro, you should try TikTok. And TikTok, I mean, dude, it's a drop in the butt. But I mean, we're up to, I think, I literally posted my first video maybe a month ago, and I'm already at like 700 followers on TikTok, which is not a crazy amount. Don't get me wrong, but my Instagram videos were getting like nothing, no
Right.
views, no nothing, and TikTok just instantly grabbed and boom,
It's
started going.
crazy because my Instagram, I think I have 11,000 followers or something, and I've been doing it real heavy for a little over a year. Um, but my Instagram, my YouTube is I had 75 subscribers, and that's like and I had like 80 videos posted. And I'm like, it got to go at some point. It
Yeah.
has to hit. So I'm just kind of playing the lottery on that, I guess. But
I
yeah,
feel like it's because it's so like so TikTok is saturated, but it's quick content. It's meant to
right,
be fast. So like you can go and scroll like if you go to like for me anyway, if I go to YouTube, like I'm going knowing like the video I'm about to watch is probably like 20, 35 minutes. You know
right.
what I mean? So I'm not going to be looking at a bunch of different people's stuff. I'm not going to be looking at I don't do a bunch of scrolling. Like I kind of know like I'll look at the suggested feed and I'm going to pick from that and I'm just going to go from there. So I really think that that's what because you're scrolling and then you just come across because I do it all the time. I'll scroll and I'll just come across. I'm like, oh, that's hilarious. Follow. You know what I mean? It just happens quick. You know, so I really think that that's why TikTok just for people like me anyway works so well. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. So crazy. I think. Well, I think people's attention spans are like nothing.
Nothing.
And I guess what? I'm right there with them. I'm not even going to talk trash because I am I that's me.
That's
You know,
100% me. Yeah.
I can watch if it's a good. I can watch a video for about 15 minutes and like okay, you know, especially with YouTube instructional videos, as far as like golf instructional videos. I'm not sitting there watching 45-minute lesson.
No.
Give me a 15-minute lesson that I can work with, you know, and move forward. Like that's that's for me, and that's why I think TikTok works so well for me too. Is
We got
really
the TikTok brain, man. It's just
yeah.
boom,
It's
boom,
just
boom, boom, boom.
it's fifth, but a lot of what I've been posting lately has been 12-minute long videos on TikTok. I need to get really need to get back to doing
Josh.
just little jammers, you know, like little quick, take 5 minutes to make a video and send it out.
Yeah.
And it isn't like I don't have 4,000 videos in my phone of
Right.
golf content. Like literally, I think I have 4,600 different, you know, video clips of me. Anybody gets into my phone, they're gonna think this dude's full of himself. I mean, like,
Yeah.
this guy like really is really into himself. But nah, yeah, I think that's for like TikTok. That's where it's at. It's just quick stuff, and YouTube is your longer stuff, and Instagram. I just don't get in Instagram.
And I also find for the YouTubes I watch anyway, and I don't think I do it on purpose, but like they're really like so like TikTok. I don't have to be heavy on the production value. You know what
Right.
I mean? Like I do my shot tracer, I do the voiceover, I add like an instrumental that I did or whatever, but it's not heavy. Like when you go to YouTube, the ones that really do well, their production, like Grant's
Oh,
production value is through the roof, man.
oh
Like
yeah. I was like,
ridiculous.
I just bought a camera because I want. I think my son's gonna start filming me on the courses, and
That's huge.
and so I just bought a camera, and then so I'm trying to figure out how it all works because I'm not the most tech savvy guy, but yeah, I and the editing for a YouTube video, literally that I when I did my video yesterday, I started out. I had about 45 minutes worth of clips. When I got done editing, I had 12 minutes left.
Yeah,
And it was
dude.
like, and then I had to. So I started. I did the voiceover thing, and now I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and put the scoreboard up. You know, in the corner.
So
Like
much.
I had to make that. Like I had to go in on. How did I do that? I went to CapCut. So I went to. All I did, I went to the internet, said I need a red stripe, and then I, cut it. I cropped it, and then I said I need a white stripe, and then I cropped it. And I need a black square, and I cropped it. And I need another black square. And then I went to CapCut, and I had to crop it and then save it as a photo. Then you go to CapCut, and then you go overlay everything to make this
Dude.
thing. And it took me like 2 hours to do that. And I'm like, holy crap. And I was doing it, my computer went down, so I'm doing everything on my phone. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, man, that sucked.
For real, man, I don't want to do all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think that's why the TikTok thing works for me so well, because it's like I don't if I have to do all that, I'm not gonna want to do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I can the less and it's I guess it's lazy or whatever, but it's just like I've got other things that I'm trying to do. I don't want to sit in front of a computer for that long. Like if it's audio or like if I'm mixing music, that's completely different. But as far and I think it's because when I'm mixing, I have to sit in front of a computer for so long and do my thing. You know what I mean? So it's like a little bit different, but like I don't want to have to do all that. Like I want, you know what I mean? I just want to put out content and I want to get someone to come film me. Like I really do. Like, as I feel like A, you don't have to think about it. B, your golf game's gonna, because like you said, my golf game when I have the camera out is 100% not as good as when I just go out and I'm just jamming. You know what I mean? Doing my thing.
Rushing because you don't want to hold people up behind you, and you're rushing.
Exactly.
Yeah, it sucks, man. What's your future plans with social media and golf?
I'm just gonna keep doing my thing, man. Like I said, I mean, like I said in that video where I was thanking people, dude, I do it for me. You know what I mean? Like I do it because I enjoy putting videos out. I enjoy the thing. So, you know, it seems to be growing, which is pretty cool to watch. But I mean, I'm really just doing it for me. So it's just one of those things where I'm just going to keep making videos. I want to make some different type of videos, especially once I get Haley in school. I want to start doing some different courses and do some videos there and stuff. But I mean, it's just making content, man, and just putting out what I want to put out and find funny. And if other people find it funny and like it, and cool. And if they don't, that's totally cool too. You know what I mean?
I love that. That's what when I was, I don't even know how we started following each other, but anyways, when I was watching your videos, because I like to do these videos, when I do these interviews, I don't want to know much about you.
Yeah.
But I do go in and watch videos and watch, and like for like a title, like what's up,
What's up,
weirdos?
weirdos? Yeah, dude.
Bam. And then I did my first one I ever did was the title was Should I Call Him? And it was because they did a skit where she was washing two balls in her hand and she looked down. She goes, "Oh, should I call him?" It was funny as hell. And I'm like, well, there's the title of the interview,
That's great.
And then I did one guy. He did almost every one of his videos has "Thank God for sunshine," "Thank God for rain," or something like that. And so that's why I said "Thank God for sunshine" was the title. So I go in and look for something like little key things like, okay, he has tendency to say this, and weirdo was your word. And I'm like, yeah, weirdo is his word. I'm like, cool. Like that's his little his little thing there. So that's like, what's up, weirdos? And I'm like, I actually dig that. So
Perfect.
this has been awesome. It's been way over an hour. So I gotta keep it. I have to keep it under an hour to post it on TikTok.
Cool.
So we're way over an hour, but so I have to go do my thing on this. But man, thanks for coming on, man. It was a lot of fun, man.
Dude, thank you for having me, man. What a blast.
Let's stay in touch for sure, man. Like Myrtle Beach is going to be a thing in the future for me. And the Carolinas, I'm definitely looking to the Carolinas to go golf for sure. So let's stay in touch, man. Let's support
Most
each other,
definitely.
do what we do. I'll definitely get in touch with you with about that voiceover I need.
Cool.
All right, man. You take care, man. Y'all, thanks for watching. Thanks for all the likes. We had 1,000 likes. Holy crap. That's awesome.
That's dope.
So,
Awesome.
All right, man. You all take care, bud.
Cool. Thanks, Coach.
See ya.